Hi everybody, so today's video is going to be all about dictation and sentence writing, which is something that we use at school when we're teaching phonics. So today I thought I would talk through how we would deliver a dictation lesson. It's really important and useful way of getting children to write sentences. And I know lots of grown-ups, when we've had telephone conversations, have requested a bit more support in supporting children at home to write sentences. So dictation is a really easy way to do that at home, but it also still supports the way that we teach phonics at school. So I thought I would guide you through that. But before we start, just a few sort of guidelines, I guess, or general points to do with dictation. So the reason we use dictation as a way of teaching phonics is it helps children to really understand the sentence structure. It really encourages them to apply their sounds, because we always use sentences which are using sounds that we've taught previously. And we will start to include in our weekly planning a section within our phonics where our keywords and sounds are. We will start to include a section which covers sentences that we would like you to practice writing at home. And it also just really encourages children to start writing sentences in an apprenticeship way. So you're really supporting and guiding them. A couple of general points. It's a really powerful way of encouraging children to really listen to the sounds that they can hear in the words, but not have to come up with the sentence. Because quite often when we encourage children to write sentences, they can find it really difficult to sort of come up with the words that need to be in that sentence structure, and quite often it'll be a couple of words at a time that they want to start writing. So if we're giving them the sentence, they're not having to think about that, so they can just concentrate on listening to the sounds that they can hear. To begin with, it's really slow. And it can take quite a long time to get children to write that entire sentence. We do a lot of saying the sentence first before we begin, and I'll go on to that when I teach a sentence this morning for you, or today for you. And you need to take your time when you're reading the sentence out to the children and give them time to write it down. So I'm going to start. I've got a sentence written down here, so if I keep looking down, that's why. And obviously at school we would have the whiteboard, but you can use anything. So I've just stuck a piece of paper up on the wall, just with a bit of blue tack, and I've just got a felt tip pen, so I'm hoping you'll be able to see my writing. And then in terms of getting the children to write, there's a couple of things that you can use. You can either have some big paper, and you can draw lines if you want to. I haven't drawn lines, my writing's probably going to go all the way down. Or you can give them a little notebook. So I've got a couple of notebooks here, just a regular notebook. I've got a big notebook that's plain, and again you can draw lines, or you can get the children to draw the lines. It's really good for them. And then I've just got we love Harry Potter, so I've just got a Harry Potter notebook, which you could have a go at, not have a go at, but give them that to use. So, on with dictation. So we start off by saying, I'm going to give you a sentence, and I'm going to read the sentence one word at a time. And then we're going to have a go at saying the sentence together. And that's something really important that we get the children to do. So my sentence today is, a pig sat in wet mud. And we'll get the children to say the sentence with us. A pig sat in wet mud. And then we count how many words make up our sentence. A pig sat in wet mud. So we know that our sentence has got 6 words. And then we'll say it again. A pig sat in wet mud. And then we talk to the children about what we need at the start of our sentence. So all sentences need to start with a capital letter. And then we also talk to them about where our sentence starts. We always start our writing on the left-hand side of the page. So then I would encourage your child to have a go at writing each word, saying the sounds as they write them. So our first word is a. So I would have the children have a go at writing it first, and then you have a go at modelling it just in case they're not sure. So boys and girls, have a go at writing the word a. Remember, it's a capital letter. A. That's our first word. Our second word, can we remember what our second word was? A pig. 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 Have a go at writing pig. Say the sounds as you write the word, and then we would encourage the children to have a go at writing this on their page by themselves first, and then if you think that they need help and support, then you can have a go at writing it for them. G. Pig. A pig. And I've got my finger space. That's another thing that you can talk to the children about, making sure that they use finger spaces between each word. And all of this is going to help them remember each time they come to write a sentence. So we've got a pig, finger space. My next word, sat. 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 And then I would encourage the children to have a go at sounding that word out as they write it. Sat. A pig sat. And it's important that you revisit the sentence that you're starting to build. A pig sat. Another finger space. In. In. Have a try at writing in. And then you would have a go at modelling it for them if they're not sure. In. It's really important to get them to sound out as they're writing. Even if they're copying you writing it, it's really important to get them to sound out. A pig sat in wet. Wet is our next word. We've run out of space here, so I'm going to go underneath on the left-hand side. Wet. Wet. Have a go at writing wet.